Hello, I'm Benny Johnson, and welcome to The Benny Report. The movie Office Space is one of the best comedies ever made. It masterfully explores the motivation crisis and soullessness of corporate America. An incredible scene features a bewildered productivity consultant asking a middle management cog what exactly he does at the company. When no direct responsibilities or usefulness are found in the conversation, it deteriorates, ending in the classic line, "What would you say you do here?" We've updated this memorable scene to reflect the theme of today's Benny Report, which is the complete worthlessness of our American corporate media. Please enjoy.
What would you say you do here?
Well, look, I already told you. I deal with the goddamn customers so the engineers don't have to. I have people skills. I am good at dealing with people.
What would you say you do here? That's exactly the question the American people want our useless establishment media to answer. We are going to be the consultants today and ask a few tough questions of our media. So, American media, what would you say you do here? Every person in America can agree that the first role of our press is to tell the truth, check the facts, be honest. Has this been a virtue of our press as of late? No. The number of unhinged conspiracy theory level headlines from our press should sicken all of us. This week, the Washington Post admitted that they fabricated a quote that was falsely attributed to President Trump and helped fuel the launch of his second impeachment.
President Trump personally called Georgia's lead elections investigator and demanded that person produce evidence which didn't exist.
A second call from President Trump to Georgia officials about trying to overturn the election, find the fraud, and then that person would be a national hero.
Trump making that call was essentially interfering in an active investigation when he asked the top investigator to, quote, find the fraud.
Find the fraud.
Urging them to, quote, find the fraud. This was first reported by the Washington Post.
Quote, it happened, it's real, we cannot be more clear. Trump never said this. It's slander. It's libelous. We hope Trump sues them into the Stone Age. Yet the media ran this libel without verification and based entirely on anonymous sources. The number of times that this happens, by the way, in our corporate press is enough to make sane men snap. There's a good take from the editor-in-chief of the Daily Caller, Jeffrey Ingersoll. Jeff writes here, Trump told them to find the fraud. Fake. Jesse Smollett, fake. Covington, fake. Hands up, don't shoot, fake. Jacob Blake was unarmed, fake. Alpha Bank, fake. Cohen in Prague, fake. Don Jr. WikiLeaks, fake. You can't even keep track of it. It's bewildering. It makes people that wish for integrity in our media go insane. During the Trump administration, our media's unhinged conspiracy theories made QAnon look like a Sunday school message board. Need a reminder? Check this out.
The president is a Russian operative. That sounds like the description of a bad Hollywood screenplay, but it is real.
The face-to-face encounter, the man, Nathan Phillips, apparently wanted to diffuse the tension, and he walked up to do exactly that. And surely the kid, Nick Sandman, he doesn't seem to be afraid, but he did make a choice, and that was to make it into a standoff.
Chicago police say actor Jesse Smollett, who plays Jamal Lyon, was beaten on a downtown street and even had a piece of rope wrapped around his neck.
Sounds real. All of those stories, so real. Remember, reported completely flat, right? This happened. This is real. Garbage. It's fake. So does our corporate media tell the truth? An important question. Fail empirically. Next test. Does our corporate media bring us new and useful information? The best check of this is the White House Press Corps, who are in the room often daily with the president's spokesperson. What kind of questions are they asking? Let's check the tape.
We heard all about dogs. We were promised a White House cat. What happened to that?
Where is the cat? Today's a good day for the cat. I don't have any update on the cat. We know the cat will break the internet, but I don't have any update on its status.
Okay. And
on a lighter note, will he keep Donald Trump's Air Force One color scheme change?
This is such a good question. I have not had the opportunity to dig into that today.
Could you just give us some color about what it was like for him going into the Oval Office? He's been waiting for this for so long. What was his reaction?
Wow, so touching. Those questions are softer than AOC's frontal lobe. Pelosi's morning martini is stronger than those questions. There is more hot air blowing in the White House press room than hot air blowing out of Eric Swalwell's pants on live TV.
Taxpayer dollars to ask the Ukrainians to help them cheat an election.
Oh, so gross. So gross. So what did the press do to other press secretaries, specifically Trump's press secretaries? Did they treat them with kid gloves? I think not. Watch this.
I'd like to drill down on something that Peter asked yesterday, and I profess my ignorance in this, but next week when he goes for his dog smile, so...
I mean, if you want to call yourself ignorant, I'm not going to argue.
Thank you, everyone, for the very good and substantive questions today.
Do you understand that you lost?
I don't call on activists. I'm not an activist.
There have been folks out there who have said, you know, there's a cause and effect. He watches something on Fox and Friends, and then he tweets about it. Is that what happened this morning, and does that go on?
I'm sure you're disappointed he's not watching CNN.
I think he watched a lot of CNN, if you don't mind.
Jim thinks he's got it now. Watch this.
I don't think that's true. Your numbers would be higher.
Kaylee and Sarah, Savage Queens. We miss them like the desert misses the rain. And now for the big question. Does our modern corporate media attempt to hold our powerful accountable? The reason freedom of the press is enshrined in our First Amendment is because the founders of this country wanted a media that was fearless and would be able to check corruption of the powerful. That's what they fought against. Sunlight is the best disinfectant. So how is our media treated the most powerful man in the world, Joe Biden? Well, Joe has had a tough couple months, but not exactly from the press. Remember this cringe moment from Kamala Harris when she roasted Biden.
You notice I have more people supporting me in the black community that have announced for me because they know me. They know who I am. 3 former chairs of the Black Caucus, the only African-American woman that ever been elected to the United States Senate, a whole range of people.
No,
my point is
that's not true. The other one is here.
I said the first. I said the first African-American elected. First African. So my point is one of the reasons I was picked to be vice president.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember that. I'm old enough to remember when Mr. Biden actually availed himself to questions from the American public. That means that I am 18 months old. So how did that work out? Well, really painfully. Check this out.
Why attack Sanders? Why? You're getting nervous, man. Calm down. It's okay.
You are actively trying to finish your second amendment right and take away your fourth.
Now go to shush. Shush.
You, man?
Well, yeah, you do, but look, Fat. Look, here's the deal.
What are we going to do about climate change? Now, you say you're against pipelines, but then you want to replace these gas lines. That's not going to work. We got to stop building and replacing pipelines. You got to go vote for somebody else.
All right, thanks so much, sir. We're going to have you.
Go vote for someone else. Okay. Yep, there you go. That's painful. The worst of those clips was Joe Biden insulting the auto worker, though. You probably remember that. That worker represents everyday Americans, and Joe Biden swore and shouted in his face and said he does not work for him. That auto worker's name is Jerry Wayne, and he joins us soon. This was the exact moment when the fortifiers of our election, as Time magazine calls them, in print, decided to lock Joe Biden in a basement and swallow the key. Literally fortifying. A fortified basement, locked away from voters and from the press. A diminished Biden could no longer humiliate himself. And that bubble continues to this day.
Thank you for your time.
Mr. President, whatever happened to your promise from 7 weeks ago that if Democrats flipped the Senate, the checks were going out the door?
We ask a
Come on,
question?
Peter, thank you. Go, guys.
Hi.
Thank you.
We ask a question?
Go.
Anything? Do we even exist?
Did you receive a briefing about the border today?
Got it.
Great.
Thank you all. Appreciate it.
Okay, just signed a $2 trillion stimulus bill. And now I'm going to be wheeled right out of the Oval Office. See you guys. Our press has a duty to hold those in power accountable. They have utterly failed. Biden has gone nearly 60 days without a press briefing. Quite a change from this.
I just told him I've got to come over and see the fake news.
But we'll take a few questions, please. So we'll take a couple of questions. Okay, we'll take a few questions.
Trump wasn't afraid of the press. In fact, he welcomed them. He exposed them as frauds and grandstanders. Check this out.
You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance?
Your organization
You
is
are attacking
terrible.
our news organization.
Your organization
Can you give us a
is
chance
terrible.
to ask a question, sir?
Go ahead.
Sir, can
Quiet.
you state,
Quiet.
Mr. President-elect,
Go ahead.
can you state
She's asking
categorically,
a question.
Mr.
Don't be rude.
President-elect, can you give us a question?
Don't be
You're
rude.
attacking- It's up to him.
Do you want us to rein in Robert Mueller?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions. That's enough.
Mr. President, I
That's
was going
enough.
to ask one of the other folks.
That's enough.
Pardon me, ma'am. Mr.
Excuse
President,
me. That's enough.
Mr. President, I had one other
Peter,
question,
let's
if
go.
I may ask.
What a ghoul. That last clip shows you everything you need to know. The media physically assaulted a White House staffer to ask a question of Trump. Now the only assault in the White House comes from Biden's pet dogs. And when Biden's dogs get sent home, which they did, he has a trusty new lapdog waiting, our corporate media. Actually, less like a noble dog and more like sheep. When Biden gave his victory speech at the DNC convention, instead of sticking around for questions, the media ran as fast as they could to bask in the glory of dear leader. Remember this? We didn't add any noise to that. That was real. That was the audio. It's straight from the video. So what would you say you do here? That's the question. Alas, our sheep-like corporate media have failed us. They do not tell the truth. They do not bring you useful information about America. They certainly do not hold the powerful accountable. It's long past time we as Americans demand more from our press. We at Newsmax are deeply honored to have your viewership and your trust. We will not let you down. Speaking of down, have you heard of Brian Stelter's show? It lost 1 million viewers on CNN. Can't imagine why that would be. It's anyone's guess, really. Why wouldn't anyone want to watch that? We at the Benny Report suggest our corporate media simply give up the charade. Give up the charade, give up the charade. Turn in your press credentials and drool into a cup as you repeat word for word the Biden administration's public service announcements, like this important one.
And I know the effects, the aftermath, the trauma, psychological, physical, mental. It can be terrifying, waking up every day feeling unsafe in your own body. But we're here to remind you that it's important to reach out to someone in your life that you can trust and to know that they will be there to help you. There will be someone to listen. Because you know what? It's on us.
Visiting angels, America's choice.
Come on, it's hilarious. So what would you say you do here? At least the meme lords are still hard at work. God bless them.